Hey, what's up? Probably my last video on going to Japan. At least for now until the next time, but just basically wanted to see, based on my plans, what actually happened. So I mean, I did at least go from Osaka to Tokyo, so that definitely happened. But let's see what we got here. What's that way? Map. Where is it? Which I like better. Let's go with this one. So yeah. Landed here. Went over here. Went over here. Then went whoosh. This area. Yeah. Then a little bit down here, and I think a little bit over here. Look, an arrow. Nice. Let's see. Food, definitely. Lots of sightseeing. Team labs, both of them. Still need to mess with that video. That was great. Multiple times. This one was okay. It was actually the area that was better. So all around, it wasn't just bamboo forest. That was a good part, but there's just so much more around it. You just walk in a direction. I did end up going in onsen when I was in Hakone. As for coffee, I did try like vending machine coffee and like all the quick coffee. I couldn't find any good, just like regular straight black coffee. Every time it was just a little bit generic or whatnot. Although I found out what I should have been looking for was a Kisuten. I think I spelled that right. That's for next time. Very important. Let's see if I can find those. I did not get any specific green tea from Fuji. This was not allowed because of COVID reasons. Very disappointing. I don't remember knocking over Broadway. Did I check it out at all? I look at images. It's definitely all over Tokyo, but like one day I even walk like all across it. Let me just look at images. That'll help. No. I don't think I went there. Or I really don't recall it. I think I would have noticed. I can't say I would try to go back again during this time. That was just like by chance. That was great. Definitely recommend a Ryokan. Meiji Shrine. What was that? I did check out Roppongi, but it was kind of okay. I feel like I went to Meiji Shrine. I went to like all the major shrines. Not that, I want an image. Honestly, I probably have a picture of it. I won't even notice. Maybe? I don't know, you look at a lot of shrines and you're just like, yes, that is. Where was that at? Hmm. I don't know. All the pictures have a lot of trees. I don't remember too much trees. But it's free, so I most likely went. Went to anything that was free. That's just a solid question mark. Like, can't remember. I think I went to Yogi Park. Tsukiji was another shrine. Pretty sure I went there. Did not go to Royal Host, but I did get an omurice in Hakone. Yeah, Hakone. That was it's pretty good. Pretty good. Like it. Did it because it was expensive. Yes, yes. I did not find any skemin. Did I have yakitori? I feel like I didn't. Yeah, I'll get that arrow for later. I think that's where I went. Not there. Try them out. Got some opinions on those. If anyone's wondering. I mean, there was, what was it, like, went to a gym in Osaka, went to a gym in Tokyo. I mean, it's simple, like, public gym things, like, workout, clean off after you're done, move on to the next one. Don't take too long. And that's about it. Team Botanical. It was okay. I already did a video on it. I also talked about it in my commentary on it. I mean, if you really want to try it, why not? I can't say I really recommend it though. Aquarium, definitely recommend. I did try okonomiyaki once, but from a stand, and it was kind of mid. Also, I don't really like cabbage, so maybe that was my fault. So, I'll probably get rid of this. Oh, was that all in there? That's fine. We'll bring it back up. Whatever. It's already over top, it's fine. What is... I won't even let me right over top of it. That's whatever. Okay, Kyoto. Actually, I'm gonna skip wait on Kyoto because Nara was next. Did not get to go to those. I mean, there were deer. There's definitely deer. I did not feed the deer. I wasn't really interested, but it's fun to watch other people feed the deer. And interact with it. It's more the interactions with the deer. Did I have tea in Nara? Not specifically. So I didn't go. I would definitely want to try like a more tea related thing next time. So there you go. The actual temple. Is that the one I mentioned? Oh. So many temples. Yeah. I think that was the really big one. It was nice. Mochi. A specific mochi there, which was kuzu mochi. Very good. Honestly, I wanted it more than once. Oh, I could eat like a pile of it. Mochi is too good. Too good. Kyoto. Just as much as possible. Arashiyama, which was the bamboo, right? Yeah. It was a good area. It was, I guess, the whole area. Very nice. Did not get an onsen, but there was a bath in the ryokan, which is nice. Definitely gotta try another ryokan. Maybe not in Kyoto, maybe other places. Didn't get specific UGT. I mean, the shrines are just, yeah, all over the place. I mean, depending on if you have to pay for them or not. But just walking all around town. Just very nice. I missed out on the distillery because I didn't order on time. But I definitely need to check it out next time. What is Kagizen? Oh, was that the... It's a specific restaurant for green tea stuff. I did not go. I guess because I forgot to write it down. I didn't go. Or did I attempt to go at one point? I think I attempted to go at one point and it was just like super busy or something. Constantly missing stuff. Definitely went there. See pictures of there. It's gonna overlap. Now it's gonna overlap. I'll do that one. And it won't let me right on there, but I'll do this. That won't work. I can write on the back. Cool. Kanagawa, which was, I guess, mostly Akane. Very nice. The whole, like, adventure of it is perfect. Like, you can just follow a trail, basically. Where to go, like, either start with the train or start with the bus. I wonder which one's busier first. Honestly, it depends on if you can get a seat. If you can get a seat, you're fine on anything. That's the real thing. I did not go to Nakano Broadway. Definitely visited this shrine. I did visit Roppongi, but by the time I got there, it was kind of like, I don't know what to look over there. No to the park. I did go to the Skeezy Outer Market, which used to be Skeezy Fish Market. Is the music too loud, or is it just too loud for me? Lower it. Anyway. So there's definitely a lot of food stalls. But it seemed like it was too crowded. And there's no way the food could have been that good. Because you could still see the same food other places. They're like, oh, this is the place. Like, it's the place that's too hype. So, it was a nice walk over there. I never went to the fish market, but I don't think there was any point to. Yamato no Yu. Oh, it's just a public bath. No. Definitely gotta check more of those out. Team Last Planet was definitely good. Like almost to the point of going again. But wear shorts. Because it has a lot of water. And they offer shorts. They're like, oh, you can also just like roll up your pants legs. That never works. Walking around for a while with your pant legs rolled up, it's never really comfortable. And they always kind of fall down. It's like, oof. But yeah, that's the one I need to edit the video on. That'll be a while. Let's see. Coffee, definitely tried. It's okay. Green tea is good, but I didn't try it specifically. There was one omurice. It was okay. Honestly, I preferred everything else with egg. Like egg over rice, and then you throw like chicken on top or beef or any other thing. I mean, can you even get tonkatsu by itself? I think maybe ramen. I need to have more ramen though. I only had a bit of ramen. Also, there was the grilled meat. I showed off a bunch. That was nice. No skimming. Home beanies are just great. I mean, it's just like if you can't even decide, or if you don't want to just go into some place, you'd be like, oh, just go to Konbini. After like 2 times there, you understand everything. They're like, oh, do you want a bag? No, I'm good. And then you're done. You pay with cash, or you ask if you can use a card. And it's just easy mode. Sushi I had once. It was great. Like every little piece, and it was cheap and all that stuff. Definitely need more. Is dorayaki the thing I was thinking about? Okay, I did have a few dorayakis. I don't think I had any like fresh baked ones. It has some from the Konbini. But that really great thing were, what is it? It's another yaki. Is that it? No, that's not it. What is it? Taiyaki. Every time, just try all the taiyakis. Although I did miss out on the I didn't get a sweet potato one. Okay, there was cream. Cream was always good. There was red bean. Red bean's good too. People might not like red bean though. No. And then every once in a while there was ice cream, like matcha ice cream. I think that was actually the only one they had, is like matcha ice cream. But there's a sweet potato. Potato. Did not have that. Need to get that. Try it out. What else is here? Oh, that was just a planning thing. Okay. That's how I did. I did layers over top instead of doing what I'm doing now. Why did I do it on the background? Yeah, it's fine. Actually, I think it doesn't matter because I'm going by place. Yeah, there we go. How did this calendar work out? That's a good thing to check out. So let's see. Taking 3 connections. I'm not on that layer. I should have written cursive. Was not the best idea because I was well over 24 hours of being awake basically because plain sleep. That was not great because there's 3 connections plus a bus ride plus a, was it a train ride? Yes. Plus bus plus train. That's figuring out how to get a train card, figuring out how to get a bus ticket, and like, it's late at night. It was like 8 o'clock. That's not the best time to figure stuff out. It's like, oh, you want to get to your hotel? Good luck. But it wasn't a bad hotel. I think I can probably share what hotels now because it doesn't matter. See, what was it for Osaka? Oh wait, I'll just go based on the page, but this will just be here. I actually switched the aquarium to the Friday morning, which was nice, and then Team Labs in the afternoon. It's okay. And then this on Saturday, I just spent it just walking around, just exploring. Which wasn't bad. Like what for Saturday, it wasn't that busy. Should have definitely tried more food and stuff, but and the travel over Nara. I mean, yeah, it was basically that. That was really good. The hotel was really good too. Although finding food was a little bit, I don't know, it just felt like a whole different city compared to Osaka. Oh, well, I guess they all felt different. I feel like there was always a time where you can just choose a direction. Every time you find a food place, just look at the menu that they have right outside the door and be like, oh, that's good. Although the hotel for Nara was right like 10 minutes walk from the whole park and all this stuff. It was right near a nice busy street with a bunch of food vendors and whatnot. It was a really good location. Ryokan was good. I mean, it wasn't like, there wasn't an onsen. The food could have been better, I think, or maybe I just want a different variety next time. Didn't get to go there. Very sad. Next time it's like figuring the exact date. Like they tell you when they're opening up tickets, but I missed that date and well, then I missed out on it. So I was planning to go to the distillery like in the morning, then go to the ryokan. It would have been perfect. The only problem with Kyoto was the train station I ended up in didn't have a coin locker. So I ended up going to Kyoto Central Station just to find a coin locker to put my bags in for a few hours. And yeah, there's a lot of coin lockers, so it wasn't bad, but it was a little difficult finding them. Like, it wasn't as obvious as I thought it could have been. But I would remember where it is right now, so. Shrines, that was basically it. It was go from one to the other. And then you actually, in 2 days, you can hit a lot of shrines. Actually, I think because I didn't get to the distillery in the morning, I went to, this day I went to Fushimi Inari. And 2 more days. I don't know, I'm not sure which one. I think this day, no, I switched hotels, so I wasn't going all the way out. So I think I went Fushimi this day also. This day I think I went to the Bamboo Grove because it was like a whole train ride away. And this day another Fushimi Inari. Then the bullet train to Tokyo, which is really nice. Because I also got the side on the was excuse me. I got the side with Fuji, and I ordered like the night before, and there happened to be one seat left for me to actually there, and it was right the window seat. It was the only window seat left on the whole entire train, and I got it the night before. Which buying it right there, but yeah. But then just a lot of Tokyo stuff. What was it? I think Monday was Mount Takao. I can't remember which day was Hakone. I don't know. Figure it out later. Let's put it this way. Oh, that was writing over it. Yep. So let's see. Yeah. I guess this is where I really changed it. So yeah, it was Friday, aquarium. There. It was fun. Like the aquarium was right there. Like the train lets you off. Like, actually, I don't think it was. Yeah, train lets you off right here. You can kind of see the path, and then you walk over there. I think it was actually more of a tram or something. Like it was above ground. And it's a very direct path to walk through the whole thing. Like they have like, oh, this is the first thing you look at, and it's like otters. It's like this is the second thing you look at, and it's just fish. And then later, I think there was like 25 plus points of interest, basically. I mean, one was the giant aquarium in the middle that you just go through and see it like half the time, but if you can go door on a weekday, that's probably best. Probably also not the earliest time, because I think the earliest time is when they're like, we're gonna bring all the school children, because they'll get in like early and stuff. Like they're all lined up and go in this big group. But it doesn't actually matter if there's big groups because it is a specific order. There's not like wander wherever you want. It's usually go from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So it doesn't matter too much. Like I never felt like it was too crowded. And there was like a lot of people when I first started. As for Team Labs, it's a really nice park there. I don't know what you do there. It's just more for people hanging out and stuff. But I think my hotel was like somewhere around here. And that was, where are we going? Hotel Sun Plaza. It was basically a hostel, except you had your own individual room. So it's like midway between a hotel and hostel. Like there's still public restroom, public bathroom. Actually, I think I showed off the picture. I had a 3 tatami room and just a basically sheet for bed. But it wasn't bad. I mean, I was there 2 nights. Was it 3 nights? Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night. Yeah, okay. So it was 3 nights. It was fine. I mean, not really too many amenities. There was a public bath on the top floor. Did I try that? I think, yeah, I tried that once. It was a very nice view. There's a women's one on the bottom floor, but I mean, yeah, just warm bath. If you can, give it a try. I mean, it took me like 3 days to be like comfortable enough to do it, but now it just doesn't matter. Something you get used to, I guess. Probably be better with if you had people you know and they were just more comfortable with them instead of strangers, but go into the deep end when you solo travel, I guess. For the first time overseas. Otherwise, let's see. Up in this area, where's the Pokemon Center? Like, I think it's like a mega Pokemon Center, whatever it was. And there was also other pictures. I think there was the One Piece one, Doraemon. I think there's a few other stuff up there, but you gotta find your interest. And then what was it, Dotonbori? Somewhere around there. Took a picture of that. Other than that, I wasn't really trying too much food at the time, which is kind of the problem. I feel like you need like a day or two to get accustomed to Japan if you're not used to it at all. Or if you're a very outgoing person, you might be fine. But if you're a little bit introverted, it's hard to like really get into the culture that fast. So it's almost a bit wasted on trying stuff. I say if you can get go with a friend that's already been before or is way more extroverted, probably a big benefit. Otherwise, I guess, yeah, I would need to check out Osaka again with people. I don't think I could really figure out what to do just by myself, other than I need to go to Kobe. But that's kind of like leaving, same as what Nada was. There we go. This is Nada, not Kyoto. I can't tell. What do you? Anyway, where was? Okay, let's see. So yeah, the sports center or the gym in Osaka was nice. Yeah, I mean it's just whatever you did. It also wasn't like there wasn't a time limit for that one. I guess because it was a bit smaller. And yeah, there's just certain rules. So if anyone has questions about the rules for gyms in Japan, I mean, if you don't want to look it up, you can always just ask. And it's easy enough to answer. That's for another discussion. Anyway, where was, oh, yeah, click this. I was somewhere like, I was equivalently like on this street, although somewhere actually more in between these two streets. It's a little bit farther down. Probably can't see it. Like this way, but not that much farther that way. That was long name. Centurion. Hotel. Classic. Nada. And I only stayed for one night, but it was very nice. Like, was it the nicest bed? I think it was the nicest bed, at least for sleeping wise. And they all had this similar bathroom where it was like a kind of self-contained plastic cube. I think there was a coffee thing. I don't think I partook in any of the benefits because it was only there for one day, but this area had a bunch of shops. I got some taiyaki there. I think there's other food, but I think I ended up getting convenient food for that night also because it was like early. That's also where I saw unagi, but it was like expensive, and at that time I wasn't spending too much money, and I wasn't sure where I could use a credit card or where I had to use cash. But twice I just went. I mean, you can just walk all around. I think I went like here and looped around. By the time I got back, I could check into my hotel and then go back here, go to these temples. Wait, there's Taiji. It was here. But like this whole area, like there's a lot of, oh wait, the bell tower, yeah. Okay, I wasn't sure how far up it is. I didn't really go this path. It was more looping around here. There are so many temples here. Like you can do like tons of loops. Check out the water. Yeah, the 5-story pagoda. It's like this area. This is more where the deer were. This deer area. There's a... Oh, the museum's over here. Okay, that's why I'm a little bit confused. You kind of pass this area and it just looks like a giant open field this way. Because it kind of is. Yeah. Like this area feels bigger than it is, but that's mostly just deer. There's deer everywhere. Like literally everywhere. There's deer at the bell tower. I didn't even notice. Like it was just chilling. Yeah. Todaiji Temple was really big. That's the one with the massive Buddha and all the other Buddhas and other statues in there. And there's an entrance fee, but I think that's like the only one that really has an entrance fee. Like all these little ones are always really nice. There was a food place here where I got oyakodon for the first time, and that was just like cemented how great it was. Like, ooh, chicken, egg, and rice. Why is it so good? That's also where I got the kuzumochi. Very good. Highly recommend. And the lady was really nice. I think, yeah, she just handed me like an English menu and just like talking in like very nice English. Like, I wasn't trying to speak any Japanese at all at that point. I don't think, or not enough to get by without them just like switching over to English if they could. I would definitely try more next time, but very nice. I don't have the name of that place, but I mean, walking around, that was a really long day. I walked like 15 miles, I think, at least. It would have been more, but since they closed off Otaimatsu to the public, didn't get to do that. Also, apparently you could walk to like the mountain. Just like right here, you can like, oh, you can walk there. I mean, if you're really into it, you could. I guess there's more places back here. I think I might have actually walked back there. There was like a garden back here. It was kind of gated off, but you were allowed to enter. It was just closed at certain times. Also, I wonder what lake they were talking about. I guess they take water from this lake. Because they later on they take water from the lake and bring it back up to one of the temples. Also, if you're out all day, I recommend sunscreen if you are likely to get burnt. Because, yeah, getting sunburned early on in the trip is a bit weird. Not for like, it wasn't bad sunburn, but yeah, I looked really red for a few days. People probably look like, dang, are you okay? You're just really red right now. Yeah, no, I got sunburn in Nara, hanging out with the deer. And this whole path, I mean, actually, it wasn't too far off. So because of, yeah, because of no alcohol. Why does it say Monday? It was not Monday's plan. There on Monday, which is the day of the ryokan. So I didn't want to stay too far away because that's kind of a whole experience by itself. So I ended up, where is it? Actually, I got flip the page. Somewhere in the center, actually, I think it was like a few streets up from Kyoto Station. Is it up or down? It was up. Somewhere around there. We got Ryokan. Ryo. Ku. Fuso. I mean, it was a very nice experience. Like, all the people are nice. Switch between, like, if you need someone to be able to speak English, they can speak English. I mean, food is always subjective. It's an assortment of food, and ate all of it, didn't hate any of it, but it was just like some things I didn't like that much. Probably just for what they were, not for how they were prepared. So it's always kind of what you're gonna get. But I think that morning I went there. Oh, I was going towards there, and then I realized that I couldn't store my luggage, so I went to Kyoto Station, stored my luggage there, and then walked from Kyoto to Fushimi Inari. That's 20 minutes by bike, which actually was only about 40 minutes walking. It was nice. And then I climbed all of Fushimi Inari with an 18-pound backpack, which was not the best idea. Carried that thing around a few times. I recommend a light backpack, like something under 5 pounds that you can carry everything you need in. So, battery pack, Wi-Fi, if you use it instead of SIM, and then just water bottle or green tea or whatever you want. But yeah. Nice hotel. Where's my next one? My next one actually wasn't that far. I think it was a little bit more north than that. It was Toyoko Inn. I never like eyes. Eyes are, oh god. Kyoto Shijo Karasuma. Oh, that's whatever. That's what. Yep. Toyoko in Kyoto Shijo Karasuma. I think it was, yeah, just another good hotel in whatever it wants to be. I can't remember. I think the pillows were definitely better than the one at Tokyo, at least. That's all I remember. I think I have a picture. It's just good hotel. I think I had problems with any of them. This one was actually really nice about, oh, you don't want people to go into your room? Just have the magnet that says do not enter. And then you just put your trash outside and they'll take that and give you a whole new trash bag. They'll even give you new towels and stuff. Like they had a little bag for it. I'm like, oh, I didn't even put those out. But you already gave me new ones, so just keep swapping them. Probably try out more hotels, but it's like, it wasn't a bad hotel, so at least there's always that as backup. Don't think it was too expensive. I mean, Ryokan's expensive, but that's always expensive, so you get what you pay for. Yeah. Did I think after I climbed Fushimi Inari, I still had time because it wasn't time to go back yet. And I ended up going to this temple and this temple. Yeah. Then I went back to the Ryokan, checked in, enjoyed that, where they had specific lined up dinner, breakfast. There was also a public bath there. That one's also really nice. Saw no one that time, so it's even more comfortable. Although I could have spent more time in it. But also it was just a public bath. It wasn't a onsen. I feel like oh, actually an onsen does give a whole different experience. But very comfortable. Good place to relax. Surprisingly, my legs did not hurt at all through all of this. It wasn't like that kind of, like usually like a lot of walking, like, oh my god, my legs hurt. And it's like, it was fine. I don't know if it's just me or the variety of stuff. Every once in a while you're on the train just chilling, whatnot. What did I do the second day? I might have gone to the Arashiyama area on the second day. This is kind of like a train ride out. And be like, oh, you check out the bamboo forest. And you're like, oh, what's after that? I mean, I have it all in the video. I kind of go through the bamboo forest, then go around the area, and I go back to the bamboo forest. I'm like, oh, is that it? And then I ended up going the other side of the bamboo forest, and that's like where it really opened up. So there was actually, I think it was this whole river area. So you go behind the temple, you go down the river, you cross the bridge. I think I had pictures. Yeah, I had a picture of it. Then just all these, there's like Monkey Park over here. I did not go. But like, this is all surprisingly like walking distance relative. I mean, if you're fine with walking 30 minutes or so. Honestly, you should be if you're going around, because it just is nice. It feels safe. It is safe. There's always a vending machine if you need some water or anything. There's always a place with food on the way. Like, you're always gonna find something. Snacks. There's people canoeing, not canoeing, rowboats down the river. Yes, this is a nice area. Very nice area. Definitely recommend to actually go all the way around, not just only go to the bamboo forest. Also follow behind. Like in my video, I go off to the right. That's where the one garden is with the tea. But you go off to the left after the bamboos. That's where you get to all this area. You get to the water, and then you get where these shrines. Oh wait, I never actually went to this area because I never attempted to look at the golden temple. Surprisingly. I think the next day I went over to here and then flowed through here. Bunch of walking again, bunch of temples, bunch of pictures, as you do. Another day, I think it was actually the days is that. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday was the last day, wasn't it? Yeah. Because on Friday I was in Kyoto. So then Thursday, I started up here. Went to the garden. The garden was actually nice, but you need to go during, like, garden time. So May, August. You could probably go in the middle of the summer, but that sounds really hot. Check that this temple. Yeah, this one might have been the one with tiny little gates. Also, not like this level, but also has a few gates. Quick picture of that. Then I walked all the way over to the Imperial Palace, and that area is massive. Like, really massive. But I think that's how I ended my day, because it was like late in the afternoon. I needed to still order my tickets for the bullet train. So I ended up going from the Imperial Palace back. Where's my pen? Back to my hotel, which I think I walked the whole way. Whatever the distance was, it was like anything that was under 30 minutes, I was like, that's a walking distance. I mean, you could get the train for less than $2 to like any of these places. So it's kind of an option. I don't think there was many train stations. You can't see the train lines here. There's probably something, but it would take a little more time. Okay, next. I forget what day I did Hakone. It might have been like... maybe it was a Saturday or a Sunday. I think it was. But I came in, now we're gonna click on it. Came on and on the line. And then actually took the bus. So I took the south path. Took the bus over to Moto Hakone-ko. Then there was the gate in the water around this area, I'm pretty sure. It was the Hakone Tozan bus. Is it? It ended up in one of these areas. And there's the gate in the water over there. There's another little temple. But after seeing so many temples, unless you're really into them, I think they get a little bit boring. Just a little bit. They all look nice. But without understanding the significance of the specific one, it's just another temple. Want to go again? Sure, I wouldn't even remember it, probably. Didn't get a great picture of the gate in the water, but you can definitely see lots of great pictures from other people, like very Instagrammable ones. But there was the option to get a special seat on the sightseeing cruise. I don't think it was worth it. Also, people are on there and they're on like the lower two rows. You can't see much. I should post that video too. Recorded something. Be very loud, but it could be nice to see what was on there. There are seats on the bottom two rows, and you could basically just wait until you get to the other side and kind of see out the windows. But just being on the top deck, experiencing the breeze, seeing all the area around you above and below. Way better. This is the area where, again, omurice, because they had a restaurant just kind of overlooking the water, and it was a style of just choose something off the menu. You can get basic stuff. It wasn't like super restaurant. It was basically a cafeteria. Here's our cafeteria and our regular menu of food. Choose something. Still good. But it might have been the only thing in that area. Then you take the ropeway, which is a ropeway, and I kept on forgetting it was called a ropeway. And it kind of doesn't do it justice. You stop at the first point, and that's where you can see all the... what is it? Sulfur coming out, and then they do the black eggs, and they're just hard-boiled eggs that taste a little bit funky and look almost cool, or just kind of like a dyed egg, but a little bit drier. And you can take a tour around more of the areas, like they put on a hard hat and all that stuff, but you have to reserve it ahead of time. Didn't know that part, so wasn't able to reserve it ahead of time. But it could be worth exploring, especially going back to Hakone. I would definitely go with someone else, just so they could also experience it, because it's a full day trip. I got there at like 7 or so in the morning. I think the train over wasn't even... oh wait, it was part of the ticket. Specific line. I mean, you stop at Odawara. That one's included, and then you take this one to here. It's all included that way and back for like, it's $50 for 2 days. So if you wanted to come here, stay somewhere. Some people will recommend Gora, I think, for staying, and then explore some more the second day and then return. You can. I don't think you can go there, explore, go back, and then do it again the next day. Pretty sure you only get one train ticket. Also, the train took a while. It was like a 2-hour train, which wasn't the best. But yeah, Sulphur Fields. Take another cable car down to here. There's nothing really here in Sonzan that I know of. Like, kind of just instantly hopped on the cable car. It's really pretty slow down the Gora. In between Gora and Kawakadani, I think that's the open air museum, which was, I had a few pictures of. It is just an outdoor museum, basically, of statues. Yeah, statues. And similar artistry. Somewhere in this area. I wasn't that into it. I think it was like 600 yen to get in. You can spend a while there, but unless you're really into art or understand more complicated art, I wouldn't recommend it. It's not like the super detailed high-res kind of art. It is the understanding the meaning of the art kind of art. Not my kind of thing. And then the rest of the train was interesting. So it's going down a hill. So at one point, you do a switchback where you flip the train conductors and you basically go backwards. And I think I did it 3 times to get down the hill. It's something about being the steepest train ride. Like the height from the front of the train to the back of the train. Either way, I don't remember any of this part going over that. But yeah, return here. There was a bunch of shops here. And then the onsen that I walked to was 30 minutes away. It was a very long walk after a long day. And apparently there was a bus to get there. Could have just taken a bus. I didn't know this. But I took the bus back, so that was good. Or you're basically taking a bus back with a bunch of people who just had a bath. Which is a little weird. Either way. Back to here. Did some shopping. Some food places were closing. That's the problem. A lot of food places closed early, and I mean like... Well, I guess early is relative, but I think before 6 p.m. Not great when I like food. Actually, no, it must have been earlier. It must have been like 5 p.m. because that's when I usually go for food. At least one place was closed. Some places were closing. Got a little bit of shopping. And headed on back to Tokyo. But this... I don't remember if it was a Saturday or not. What's this image? That's on the Monday. So I think I'll talk about that now. Real quick. Alright, the audience are on it. So I did a video on this and I walked up the main path, Trail 1, which is the red path. I don't even need to draw it, it's just that path. OBS, you back? Yes, no, what are you doing? What are you dropping frames for? What frames do I have to drop? Bro, OBS is crapping itself right now. OBS, you're using like 1% of the CPU. What are you doing? Stop it. Well, hopefully it keeps going, but went up Trail 1 to here, and then it kind of splits off into 3. You can go Trail 1 still 3 or 4. I went all the way up 1. Was there the temple? I barely remember the temple. Maybe. Wait, was that the weird gate thing? I wonder if it was. Like, that's a really small gate. I wasn't sure how people like go through it or if you're even supposed to go through it. I mean, it was a walking path, so it makes sense. But there's a gate. There's interesting stuff up there. And I continued up Trail 1. Checked out the summit. Is that the summit? Okay. Yeah, it actually makes sense. Never mind, that is the summit. Which is only $5.99. It only needs 1 more meter. Probably gets shorter every year. But I got a picture of Fuji, which I showed off. I think that was the cloudy picture of Fuji the first time. But then I decided to actually walk back down Trail 4, which I don't even remember a suspension bridge over there. I remember a suspension bridge somewhere else. I remember a suspension bridge on Trail 4. But I walked back down Trail 4. And then I actually crossed over and went up Trail 3. So I checked off these 2 trails. Trail 2 just goes around, so I didn't really do that. And then is that? No. Trail 5 goes around. Also, there's a whole nother one. You can go like over a bunch of mountains if you wanted. Which would be interesting to explore next time. Was it a full day? No, I don't think it was a full day. So I think I ended up going back and then going to Fushimi Inari again because I really liked it. Who walked? That was probably the like nearly 20-mile day. But anyway, started going down the Nadayama Trail. But apparently the pavilion, which was like a sightseeing thing, was actually closed off. So this was closed off. Or I feel like this connection is not too proper where it is. So hopping over from there to Trail 6 ended up in like right in the middle of a stream. Again, I mean, it was a very thin amount of water, but it was mostly muddy and stuff. But it was actively running water. So I actually followed it up with a bunch of people because I wanted to do the full trail of Trail 6. And for some reason they decided, you know what we're gonna have right about here? About 500 stairs. Well, it was at least 300 stairs because they actually had numbers for them. But I'm pretty sure it was 500 stairs. So I climb up the 500 stairs. And then I go right back down it because I'm like, well, I want to go back down Trail 6 and that'll be ending it for the day. And as I'm going down the stairs, people are like, oh wow, it's so much easier to go down the stairs than up the stairs. I'm like, actually, I already went up the stairs. I didn't actually say that, but people are like, not really complaining, but they're kind of complaining. It's like, oh my god, it looks so easy to actually go down the stairs instead of going up them. It's like, yeah, no, those stairs were annoying. But heading back down a trail, and this was after like it rained 2 days prior. It was pretty dangerous. It felt like there was a few spots where I slept, and because you're going down, your momentum wants to keep you going down. So any like wet stairs or wet rocks or wet paths, just like, hey, you want to keep going down? It was actually the roots, like roots of trees that were on the path that were the slipperiest. That trail was a lot longer than I thought. Never mind. I mean, trail 1 says it's 3.8 kilometers, but it didn't feel like as long. Like I'm heading down Trail 6 and it just like every time I see a stop point, I'm like, because there was actually a little number points along the way. It's like goes from like 1 to 12 to say how close you are to the summit. And every time, like, I've been traveling for 10 plus minutes and I'm only here another 10 minutes and it just keeps going. You're like, oh, it's fine once you get to the end. And it's also going down, so it's not as strenuous as going up. But down, up, down, up. It's sometimes there's like you do it both ways, going up and going down. Just how it goes. Yeah, Mount Takao. If you're okay with walking, definitely recommend. If you like hiking, definitely recommend. Honestly, I want to go again, and then hopefully this is open. And then maybe check out this area with enough time. There's also the chairlift options, but like, if I'm already walking all this, what am I gonna take a chairlift for? What's that gonna help for? But yeah, that could be interesting. Finally, the rest of Tokyo. I don't remember what I did what days. Actually, I think Sunday I did team labs. So I think Saturday I did Hakone. Sunday, whatever, team labs. I think it was in the morning. And I walked around and I saw pink sakura trees right in this area. Like, there's the whole walking path around the water. It's basically like a park if it was also connected to just a giant walking path around the water. It was really nice. But there was areas where they would have picnics. Look at the sakura. It was pink. It was nice over there. Then there's like bridges over here. So I walked across the bridge and ended up at the outer market. Is it? Yeah, just the outer market. I don't remember what I did the first day just because, but I'm gonna continue with this. Went to the outer market. It was super busy. Kind of I mean, I did get some food there and it was good. But it's a very crowded place. So it's there for the entertainment, not really for full enjoyment. I think I returned to my hotel, which was it in Shinjuku? No, it was Ikebukuro. Yeah, so this was where my hotel was, which was hotel. My stays. Higashi, which is it. Ikebukuro. Kuro! Nice. I didn't realize that until right now. Nice. Type in something. Where you go? Gashi. Oh, south. Yeah. Wait. Oh, it's north, is it? No? Crap, what is that? East. Yeah, okay, that was the one I was missing. So East Ikebukuro. And over there is Sunshine City, which I'm surprised they don't show off on this. Also, there's the gym. I went to there once. It was nice. It was also cheap, but it was limited to 2 hours. And they actually like timed you, and every time over an hour would be like another 100 yen. Either way, where is my map? There. Why are you over there? So let's see. In this area, there was Sunshine City, which is basically a mall where I got some really good food. There was the Pokemon Center in there. There was the Pokemon Cafe in there. There's apparently a cat cafe in there. I didn't go there. I also didn't get anything from the other cafe. And right nearby was a bunch of anime stuff. Yeah. So it was fun to walk around. I mean, not as much anime stuff as Akihabara, but like a good amount. And there was also the new Funimate building, which was good enough on its own to just explore like each floor, different things. You could find any anime basically you wanted. There's manga in there. I guess they're gonna do it a lot, which was the displays where I saw My Dress Up Darling, Onobisco Dal. Which, yeah, they do change the name up, don't they? Speaking of, I'm thinking about doing watch-alongs because I have not actually watched anime in a long time. And I feel like it would be a good reason to do it and just watch along, chat with people. Maybe get spoiled, it doesn't matter. I mean, I've already read My Dress Up Darling, so I'm just kind of wanting to see the animation since I already went to the whole display and I'm like, well, I never actually saw the anime, but I did read it, so I know all that kind of stuff. Either way. So they're definitely going to be changing up that once in a while because there was a limited time. I'm not sure what they're going to do next. Obviously going to miss it. but it'd be fun to see what's happening at the time when you're there. So definitely check out Funimate. They do limit what you can show off, but it's enough to get you enticed, right? I think I went to Akihabara like 3 times, which sounds amazing, except like a few times it was just for a short bit. And then once was the last day to just kind of see if there was anything left to do, and got a few more food. That's where I got ramen. Where did I get? I got sushi in Sunshine City. Most of those days, yeah, because that's what I did the Sunday. Monday I went to Hakone. Friday was getting to the hotel and all that, and it took a while on the bullet train. So I mostly just checked out Sunshine City. So there was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. What did I even do? I think that was my problem. I was like, I didn't know what to do at that point. One of those days must have been like a lot of Akihabara. I went to Osaka twice. One day was really busy. And then one day I decided to follow a path previously walked, which was Osaka to... It was following some train line. And it went Osaka, it went over towards Akihabara. I think there was somewhere in between. I think it was American Market. Ame Okosho? I don't know, it's somewhere in between those two. Was Akihabara. Then was it Tokyo Station? Then it went Tokyo Tower. Then there was a Roppongi. And then where was... And then it was Shibuya. Surprisingly, the one that felt the worst was the walk from Roppongi to Shibuya. It just seemed like so long because that was like the end of the day. Okay, yeah, so I never checked out Yoyogi Park. I don't think I checked out Harajuku. Did I go to Shinjuku? I don't even remember. Everything disappears. Either way. I think I like the side trips from Tokyo more than I did enjoy just being in Tokyo, but I was also by myself, so I didn't really have any plans. And I did not work out well without plans. It was kind of like, what do? Don't know. Time to walk. Could have tried more food. Could have done more stuff. Alright, Friday was mostly nothing because it was checking out of the hotel, getting to the airport. So that was... Still was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of mostly no plans. Who knows? I mean, next plan or next trip, who knows when it'll be. Hopefully soon. Hopefully with better options. Also, I left from Haneda Airport. It was nice. Highly recommend Pocket Wi-Fi. I got mine from iVideo. Just read that. Which I actually ended up being at both Oh, we can't even see the other one. I arrived in... What is it? I want to say Itami, but no, that Itami's the other one. Arrived in the other Tokyo airport, which I can't think of right now. Is it ITM or is it... Either way. Yeah. Pocket Wi-Fi, definitely recommend, especially if you have multiple people. The only thing is that it will run out of battery faster, likely. But I was still able to stream on it. So that wasn't really a problem. And one battery backup, what is it? One charger worked well enough the whole time. I never ended up using my second one. But if you have multiple people, I guess it's good to have more than one. Either way, I mean, can even highly recommend Japan to travel to, obviously. But yeah, I'm just gonna go to start streaming other stuff again. So if you got questions, you can ask there. Check out my streams, say hi, ask questions in the comments. Hang out during watch-alongs. It's probably gonna be a few anime, not too many. I don't know what else I would watch, so it's probably just gonna be anime. And then back to gaming. We got Tears of the Kingdom is not gonna come out for a while. Diablo 4 won't be for a while. Next up, I think next week, the only thing I really know of releasing is Minecraft Legends. I might check that out. Because why not a Minecraft game? Any suggestions? Let me know. Maybe I'll just do talk streams. I don't even know. Just trying to do everything. Going to try to start streaming every day just cause starting in May. Because I think that's what works, is just consistency, right? Figuring it out. Except one day. Well, when stuff comes up. But I might be able to release videos on those days. Which will then be just on YouTube. Not on Twitch. Not that anyone's here right now. Unless you are, be quiet. I see you. Or not. Anyway. Bye. Bye.